Alright. Welcome everyone. I did not grab my phone charger, but I guess I'll grab that. 1 second. 1 second. Go grab that. We're just gonna do some eman, because why not? Plugging in my phone because my phone is my pseudo second monitor so I can see the chat. Woo, professional here. You got ratted? Oh, that sucks. That's not the right one. Nope. That one. Haha. Camera. Okay. I'm just looking for a golem lobby. I've been having fun with golems. They're not profitable, but we might as well have a... Yeah, that's fine. Golems are quick. And yes, I'm running full vanilla for Voidglooms. Crazy. It's possible. Although, Special Zealot. I was like, I don't see it, but okay. Let's show you guys how I'm still new at Zealots, but or at eman, but like it's really not too bad using Endstone, you know. So I just use Endstone and then melee, and it works very well. I use 2 Endstones per hit phase, and it works great. Though I am running out of mana for once. Not quite sure why. Whatever. I do have a plasma down, don't I? Whatever. I find that it doesn't even matter if I have a soul whip or not. The amount of mana you get back just naturally is like so crazy that it doesn't matter whether you soul whip during hits phase or, I mean, during the other phase or not. Like a little, but not enough that it's a big deal. Though, I feel like I'm taking a lot more damage. I mean, have a lot less mana right now than usual. Who knows? Still got my accessories and stuff. Huh. Was I not crouching at all? Funnels are going good. I have one tomorrow, which I am just did a full practice test. So I'm doing 30 minutes. Actually, I should set a timer. 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna go back through and take the whole thing again. There you go. 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna go through the entire exam again. You guys will get to see if I know anything or not. I feel like I was crouching, but maybe I wasn't. Also, if anyone else wants to do Voidgloom, same lobby. It's definitely faster with multiple people, because then we can do multiple bosses at once. I was doing 3 bosses in at a time earlier with some people, and we'd all like phase skip every time, all 3 bosses at once. It was super fun. I feel like I was shifting, but maybe I wasn't. It's like this boss, I'm at full mana the whole time. I can't quite phase skip on my own. I'd need a swap to Shadow Goggles or Wither Goggles, but I don't know. Doesn't seem worth it. So I just hit eman 7 today, so now we can actually get fun drops. Way skinnier than I imagined. Hey, take that back. Take that back. Just kidding, I am pretty skinny. But I'm more lean than I'm skinny. Gemstone mining? Yeah, Endgame does kind of need scrolled hypes. Funny how I'm level 137, but like, it's all you need for Voidglooms. You just need money. Also, it's nice. Did you guys see that they added Essence to net worth on Sky Helper? So now my net worth is like way higher on here because they count Essence. Mana Steel. Cool. Check. I don't know. I mean, I just rock climb. I don't go to the gym, but I spend just as much time there as if I was at the gym, I guess. What room am I in? Living room. Technically, kitchen almost. Because I have a VR set, and it just works better to have it in here. So we have space behind me to use the VR set, so you don't run into stuff. Going for eman 8? Nah, I'm just kind of... I mean, maybe. I've never been eman 7, so I couldn't drop a core. So, just praying for some RNG, just for fun. I'm not going to get any. I'm only going to do a couple bosses. Just like 20 minutes, and then you guys will see if I know anything. It's kind of last minute cramming, so I'm learning a lot of it last minute. But it's fine. It's fine. Probably gonna stay up most of the night, so. Pretty sure streaming course materials isn't a problem, right? I definitely did not put a plasma down. See, this is a situation that would actually be kind of nice down my soul whip. Yeah. Just for the ability to compensate for when I forget to put a plasma down, because I don't need it at all if I have a plasma, but if I don't have a plasma, I very much do need it, because that's all you use this for. It's just getting mana back, or like maintaining venomous. But copy your island? Nice. I doubt that it's actually copied. Nursing. So right now, tonight, it's bio. So it's mostly, right now, it's sheep brain, neuron structure, spinal cord, and then, yeah, because I have a practical tomorrow on all of that. So it's got some sheep brain pieces to identify, and then just a couple other. I mean, it's all central nervous system, central and peripheral is what it's on right now. So just structures around that. This time I will not forget a plasma. And also, I don't have my life that together. I have not done any of the homework for this class, like the entire semester. I've done well on the exams, but it doesn't matter if I don't do the homework, so see if she accepts it. Other than that, I'm doing well. My other classes, I did fine. Just this one, just one of the assignments that we had every week, I didn't do it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna visit them because I guarantee it's gonna crash my game or something. Unless someone else confirms. Someone I trust. Yeah, but like, look at how well Endstone just like carries me through skill issuing. Because I'm not that skilled, but like, it works great. Yeah, I mean, I got like 3 days to do the entire semester homework. Last minute grind, right? Yeah. I might even only do like a couple more bosses. I know I said I was gonna take a 20-minute break, but 20 minutes seems like, I'm gonna do 5 more minutes and then we'll start reviewing. See if you guys, any of you know the answers. Because I don't know all of them. Definitely last minute grinding, so we'll see. Definitely really good at test taking. Like, it's all hands-on, no fill, it's just fill in the blank. But like, I don't get stressed at all during it. So I find that I actually do pretty well in the testing situations. I'll try a Celeste for a tier 4 hit phase in a second. Like using Celeste wand, just cause why not? I didn't earlier because I didn't want a skill issue, but okay, so we got a hit phase. Celeste wand time. Okay, I'm gonna Endstone, Atonement, and then Celeste. I mean, it's not bad, right? Like, it definitely is hard to survive, but like, that wasn't horrible. Definitely slower than melee, but like, I don't know. It works, I guess. That'll be some basic stuff. Your 11 bio and physics. I mean, not gonna lie, it's no different than my high school bio class was. I just didn't get college credit for it. It's just, I found that this kind of stuff doesn't really stick with you unless you're actively using it. Because I already learned a lot of this, but just completely gone the second I already took the test on it. Did I miss the... I feel like I must have missed the golem. It was definitely... No, it's still... Huh. Thought it would have been golem by now. Oh, right now. I called it, kind of. Okay, so this will be demonstration of Celeste wand. I don't know if anyone here is good. Probably. There's always someone sweating. Let's try a full... So, otherwise normal setup. Oh, crap. I wasn't ready. I don't even have the Celeste. Right click. Go. Yeah, this is a definite throw here. Celeste wand, carry. I'm using Fire Veil too, but... Celeste wand, go! Overpower. I got first. No way. That's funny. Just for reference, this thing only does 19k damage. It just has no cooldown. But like... So like drag clicking it, see all the damage ticks? That's funny. I didn't actually think I was gonna be able to get first on that. It's just kind of a fun weapon. Fire Fury away. Is there? Yeah, okay. feel like I always lose my inventory layout. Yeah, I'm gonna put that away. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. I would have done more damage if I just used a Hyperion. Like, it's not good. I would have done more damage with a normal weapon. But it's still not bad for what it is. Like, just because it's 5k, I think it's kind of funny that it has no cooldown. Because nothing in the game has no cooldown except for this. Also, someone wanted to see Starlight in the comments. I doubt they're here, but this is Starlight. It has a very long, not a super long cooldown, but how long does it last? 2-second cooldown, but it lasts for 5 seconds. So really it's like, you can get it proccing twice probably at a time. So like we're down here. Can we get 2 of them going at once? I think you can. Oh yeah, if we have a Radical, this is a good test. Super low damage though. This does less damage than a Celeste? Wow, these both do nothing. Anyway. That's really bad damage. Yeah, Hype would have been better. I'm not trying to make it seem OP, but it's just fun. How do I see anything when I'm using a Hyperion is the real question. It's just muscle memory. Getting used to seeing just a little glimpse of things. Especially if I'm in first person. Which is crazy because most people are like, you can't see anything at first person. But I don't know. I like first person. I just don't use it when I'm streaming or making videos because no one likes it. I know. Oh, I'm not even wearing... I'm not even wearing Final Destination. That's funny. I was like, I feel like something's off. I have a lot less health than I should. That makes sense. Uses the wrong armor. Surprised that I survived that, to be completely honest. I get asked all the time. I can't read this right now. How to get on mid game? Money. Whatever you enjoy making money with, do that. Tried selling some of these just so people didn't overpay for them. But let's see. Hopefully they're not manipulated. Oh, they just don't have any. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, because it's probably in... Maybe it's not actually under weapons. Am I selling it wrong? Are there any? Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. How much is this worth again? It's like 1 mil. My first decent drop, I guess. Oh, 2.4. Nice. it's hard to see, but you get used to it. Vanilla players be like. It can be binned. I binned some earlier. And that's the auctions I was just claiming were for it. Because someone bought them all out, but... definitely can be. It just isn't currently. I wish I could phase skip. I just can't do enough damage on my own. It's gonna be biology, nervous system. I'm gonna start doing that in like 5 minutes, I think. I have a timer. I'm gonna do full review of the practical, and then a little bit of the study mates that we have. I miss like actually being able to PvP things. It's a shame that you can't really in a Hypixel, like in Skyblock. I definitely didn't put a plasma down, but it's fine. It's gonna be dead anyway. Can you show me an app? We post it in the Discord, like pictures of it. I'm not gonna download it, but I would look at it. Post in either like a public Discord that everyone's already in, like Skyblock Z or Cowshed, or just mine, but you'd have to find it. Someone can link it, or it's probably linked in some of my videos. Does anyone have any really good veteran equipment? Pretty cool. It'd be fun to get like mana regen, veteran Aurora. It'd be fun to just be able to exchange those for whatever you want at any time. Obviously they're not going to do that, but there's so many that I want to try out at different times. It'd be fun if you could actually like PvP them, W tap and everything. But they don't do anything. I kind of want to try an Enderman with my Aurora. I only have Shadow Goggles, not Wither, sadly. I think I can survive with it, but we'll see. It's not much better damage though. It's not even 10% better. Okay, there's 20 minutes, so homework time. That's such a gross sound. Ah, 15. Next update? I don't know what's gonna be next. They've had a... Oh, I missed a beacon. I was reading chat. Oh well, it's fine. Time's up anyway. Time to do some homework. You guys will get to see what I'm studying. I did want to try... Well, just for you guys to see the damage difference. Here's... what am I using in it? Oh yeah, I guess. So... with ability, I do 3.26. Yeah, 3.26 mil. Versus my Aurora, I do 3.5. So it's like, I'm only 25. So I should get up to 28, and then I would. But that's gonna be a problem for not during finals week. Yeah, that's not a... default thing, Saturn. I mean, Zen. I have to not be using vanilla to disable explosion particles. I could delete the texture, but I'm not going to do that. Honestly, I kind of like it. I've gotten used to it, and it's not a big deal. But, yeah, the damage difference isn't much. I do have much better Mana Vampire on this, so, like, I should be able to survive. It's just, like, the damage difference isn't much. That's kind of my thing. I don't know. If I could use my Wither Goggles, it would definitely be better by a decent amount. It would be like an extra 500k damage. But, what can I do to easily upgrade this? I guess, so, I could do Talisman of Power, and then what's the one that I have upgrade? The mechs? Just Ring of Power. So I could do that. Can I just buy that, Ring of Power? Is that on all? No. Okay. What's the recipe? I might as well just get it, because I'm going to have to craft it anyway. Is it 45? Fine. Is it fine or flawed? I think it was flawed. What's the next one? Gemstone mixture? Yeah, that's fine. Fine. 8. I didn't claim the mixture. Alright, I'll look. If I crash, I crash, because I'm about to study anyway. I guess I only need 7. Oh yeah, you can put stuff in this, can't you? Oh yeah. That's cool. I'm gonna have to upgrade this anyway, so it doesn't matter if I put it on a lower tier one. If I crash, I crash. Let's see it. Oh, he did actually copy it. That's funny. I mean, obviously this isn't in mine, but he's got the same. Nice. That's funny. He's got the whole same setup. I like it. Yeah, well, that's fine. You got the whole torch thing. The story here was nice. So the story here was I was trying to do a using the builder's wands, like a gravel to flint farm, because flint was pretty expensive at the time, but it ended up not making that much money. It was like 2 mil an hour. Yeah, this looks great. Good job, man. Good job. I love it. I'm gonna go put stuff in here. So what can I put in? Ruby, amethyst, jade, amber. I can't even put sapphire in here? Okay, well I'm not gonna put anything in it then. I think I have to buy another slot, don't I? Yeah. The other thing I could do to upgrade my damage a little bit would be, for now, buying the titanium artifact, because I don't have Hard the Mountain 5. So technically I'm not getting any buff from that. So I could get the artifact. Ring, artifact. Why is this the same price as the relic? Like, that's just sad. And that's the one I would get, but such a shame. Since I'm not using G-Drag right now, I guess it doesn't matter. Steal more of my G-Drag money. I'll refill it in a little bit. Just for now, so we've got a little bit more damage. We'll see if we can actually do anything. Like phase skip, I mean, that's why I'm doing this. Just hoping that it'll be possible. Oh, since it's legendary, I can put a... I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Let's put this... put it with my weapon so I don't forget about it. It's kind of the only chest I actually look at. I did upgrade it. It's as high as I can upgrade it right now. It's the Ring of Power. I don't have the collection for the higher tiers. And it doesn't work if you don't have the higher tiers. So now, the big upgrade, obviously, I could phase skip if I had Wither Goggles. I do not. So now we're doing 5.8. I think that's basically the exact same. But every little bit helps when we're doing this. So, yeah. Okay. One more time. What? Do you get good grades? I get fine grades. All right. Now we figure out what can I show. This, yeah, I guess that works. Okay, so let's do some study mate stuff first. Nothing on here matters, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna do the flashcards first. The fill in the blanks on these suck because it has to be exact, so I don't like doing those. All right. It's percentage based. Okay, I'm gonna put the chat down. You guys, well, camera too big. Oh, it is. You're right. You don't need camera for this. Beautiful. Okay. So structure at the tip of the arrow. We've got the lateral gray horn. Yeah. And then we have the, not carotid. This is an artery, but which, oh, the hole indicated. Yeah, this transfers for eman. Lateral, posterior root ganglion. Yep. This is the anterior, what is that called? The commissure. Yeah, the anterior white commissure. This is the posterior median sulcus. The lateral white. So I always thought this was the horn, but actually it's not. It's the column, lateral white column. Thought those were all the same. The hole again. Yeah, so this one is the intervertebral foramen. Yeah. It's the body, really? Okay. I didn't know that was on this. This is the microfibril. Or neurofibril, yeah. I don't know a lot of these. This is last minute studying. I don't want to stream this, to be honest. Feels weird, because I just kind of want to go through them. This is the, not lemma. This is the sarcolemma, and then this is the sheath around it. So, what was that? Endomysium, yeah. So sarcolemma, endomysium, neuromysium, or endoneurium. Endoneurium, sarcolemma, endomysium. Central canal, bundle of fibers. So these are always hard to tell in the pictures which one she means, if it's like this specific thing or each of the little ones. So I always go to, yeah, the fascicles that make up the fiber, the actual muscle fiber. The substance found inside of it. So it's calcium, which is the actual neurotransmitter, yeah, which would be calcium in this case. What? Okay. So these are the branches. We have the posterior, anterior, and then the weird one, which is the one she has labeled, which is the visceral. Yeah, so the posterior ramus, anterior ramus, and the visceral ramus, because this one goes to your visceral nervous system. This is the myelin sheath. The neuron head, pretty much. Yeah, the synaptic end bulb. Structure, outer layer. So this is the one I was just talking about, where it's the endoneurium, or the neurolemma, yeah. How does this get more views in Skyblock? I don't know. I want to do the actual practice exam again. So this, I only did half of it. So let's do this. Alrighty. So, kind of hard to tell from this. I mean, that's just the anterior ramus. We'll see what we get at the end. Lateral. Because this is what it's going to actually be. This is the practice one. Lateral greyhorn. Lateral, column. So that's the one I have to remember. And I actually don't think that that's how it's spelled. How do I spell column? Am I dumb? Just like that, yeah. I don't know why I typed it the other way. She does take points off for spelling, so. So this is the pia mater. This is the outside cover of that, which is the pia, arachnoid, and then dura. So that's the dura. Yeah, so that's the dura mater. I think it's dura mater like that. And then pia is pia mater with one T. But anyway. Posterior gray horn. How's this getting more views in Skyblock? That's the question. All right, guys. We've got the anterior, not the anterior, frontal lobe. Too many anteriors. Frontal lobe. That one's easy. What is this lobe? Occipital. Yeah, some of these are really easy. The problem is the like nerves. They're hard to remember. You guys will see later. So this space right here, I still don't remember the exact layout of these, but this is the fourth ventricle, the structure there. I think she still means the fourth ventricle. We will see once I turn it in. But yeah, I'm pretty sure by that she means the structure, even though it's a space, not a structure. Structure here. So same thing. These are where it's hard to tell. 48 on this. What was that? The pons, the two here, which you can't see in this. Because this is the hypothalamus. I mean, thalamus, hypothalamus. I do not know. We will see. That's why we're doing this. Pons, because, yeah. What is this structure? Do not remember. There's a lot of these that I do not remember. Hence why I am studying this a lot. All right, we go back to the full show all for the ear, because I don't think we went over that. So sorry, yeah, the auditory canal, or the auditory tube, the tensor tympani muscle. Is that the same thing? The tensor tympani muscle on both sides? That would make sense, but it's weird that it's whatever. Let's see if we spelled that right, because that does actually matter on these. timpani. Not timp with the Y. We'll see. Top G video. All right. You guys are learning a lot today, aren't you? This is funny. So this is different questions than when I just redid it. So that's helpful. This is the stapes, by the way. The little bone right there. So there's 3 bones in your ear. There's the stapes, the malleus, and the incus. And so this one's the stapes. Yes, I am in college. It's the exact same as high school. People lie to you. So this is the auditory, the like Eustachian tube. Basically, this equalizes pressure between this side and this side. So this is the semicircular canals. This is the sclera of the eye. Some sparkling water. Nursing, but extrinsic muscle of the eye. I don't know what she wants for the answer on this. It's the practice, so it doesn't matter. But it's only going to accept one answer, so a lot of these are going to be wrong, even though they're right. So this is the lens of the eye, right? So you got the lens. You have the actual outside, which is like your pupil. Or not your pupil. I always forget the outside layer. Just eye diagram. There's a lot of really stupid things that you forget, and they're just like, how do you forget that? You know, like the cornea. How do you forget the cornea? I had a practice or just a quiz yesterday, and it took me like 5 minutes during the quiz to remember the cornea. There's just a few specific ones. But anyway, this is the lens. This is the cornea. This is the actual fluid. It's like a jelly. It's weird. So this is the back of your eye, which is just the iris where light shines. Okay, Thomas, you are timed out. Come on, man. Come on, man. So same thing. This is the sclera again, the white structure. Clear fluid. So there's 2. And I got this wrong on the practice, so I want to get this right again. So the fluid is the vitreous humor in this part, and then there's a different one, which is like the vitreous humor and vitreous, because I got this wrong the other time. Fluid around the, see, now I'm forgetting it again. That's why there's just a few that you just have to keep going over it. Cornea. Fluid around the cornea, that's what I was going to say. Cornea. No. Aqueous humor and vitreous humor. Okay. Aqueous humor and vitreous humor. Pretty sure. What's the difference? So this one is the vitreous humor. We have 30 viewers. Why do we have 30 viewers? So these are the synaptic end bulbs. And then these are not the dendrites. Are they the dendrites? I think they're the dendrites, but we're going to check. Neurolemma, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dendrite, synaptic end bulb. Yeah, okay. Big rich man. Yeah, we're going to do some other stuff in a bit, but only in between. This is the Golgi complex. But we always check, so I'm not learning them wrong. So this is the Schwann cell around the axon. Good setup for 200 mil, no AFK. Just get some like tarantula minions. So this is the sheath. It's right, like I know exactly where it is on here. Picture. Endonurium, because then it's the endomycium. Duh. Nurium. Stupid. Anyway. Name the structure. Axon. The very middle. Name the cell. Schwann. Yeah. Name the structure. So this is a, muscle fiber. So this is a singular muscle fiber, but I'm actually gonna check if that's exactly how she wants it. Obviously my professor is a female because I keep saying she. I don't just randomly refer to this stuff as female. Yeah, the myofibril, which I'm pretty sure the other answer for that is just muscle fiber. Because, yeah, myofibril means muscle fiber. Myo, muscle. Mycelium's very good. So these are the synaptic end bulbs. Pretty sure. Right? Because then these are the synaptic end plates, or motor end plate with the synaptic end bulbs. Yeah, same thing. Posterior gray horn, same thing. A lot of them are just like posterior, anterior, lateral, you know. We already did this one. Central canal. Good starter setup for Kudra. Tank armor, I guess. Posterior median. Sulcus. Whereas the front one is the anterior median. Not gyrus. Cavity. Yeah. So this is the anterior gray commissure. No, college is the exact same. Honestly, it's easier. If you did all honors in high school, it's easier. At first. Once you get into like your major focus classes, they'll get harder. But it's not even harder. It's just like more studying and more homework. But for me right now, because I switched from finance to nursing, I'm in beginning classes again because it's like beginning of the major, so it's pretty much the same. So why am I studying this last minute without knowing very much of it? It's a good question. So this is the nerve. So this is, you're looking inferior view of the brain. This is the ones that are difficult. So this very front one is the olfactory. But the problem is I don't have all these memories. So it's like olfactory, optic. I have it right here laid out because I had problems with this. Ocular motor. So yeah, olfactory, optic, ocular motor. And then it's abducens or not abducens. Trochlear and trigeminal. Yeah, so ocular motor, trochlear, and then this big one is trigeminal. And then we have a ton more. So this is like this one's the vagus. This is the hypopharyngeal or hypoglossal. Wait, okay, what was it? Yeah. Glossopharyngeal and then hypoglossal. So hypoglossal, glossopharyngeal, vagus, facial is the very back. Or cranial accessory, I mean. And then we have the very front, abducens, facial, vestibular, cochlear. So abducens, facial, vestibular, cochlear. Yeah, I still need to memorize this because on the actual thing, she's going to ask completely random ones. Like, oh, what is this? And then I have a very hard time remembering very quick things, so I have to look back and forth a ton to learn it. I've never really figured out a great way for me to learn these. We've got abducens, because they're in order, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But still. Anyway, answer for this is olfactory. So then what is this nerve? So these ones are pretty easy because they're right in the front. Those are optic. It's hard to miss the optic one because they're so different than the others. Same with like accessory, I guess. Hypoglossal at least is easy because it's on top. When homework done, we're on 30 out of 50, and then I'm going to go back to doing a break, which I don't know if I'm going to go straight back to Voidglooms or just like sit and relax, because it's kind of good to just let your brain relax. So I guess we'll see once we get done with this. I don't remember what these are, so we're going to look. So we got the Nissel bodies, which are the dark stained clumps, the actual soma, Anonurium, blah, 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 blah. But what are we looking at on the outside? Just neurogeal cells. That's it. Okay. Yes, the whole thing's a neuron, obviously. And then all these little dots are neurogeal. Neuro, or just neuro? Neuro. Neurogeal. How do I have 34 viewers? You guys are crazy. I want to learn a lot. Anyway, the small round structure right here would be the motor end plate or the synaptic end bulb, depending on which one you want. So this is probably the synaptic end bulb. The other side is the motor end plate. So this is actually, you're looking at skeletal muscle fibers. Like these are your muscles, and this is where the nerves attach to make them contract. So you can actually see the nerve attaching right here, and then, you know, it would make this thing. So synaptic end bulb is the answer she probably wants on that. Knowledge. What is the powerhouse of the cell, guys? I want to see everyone type in chat right now. What is this? What is the powerhouse of the cell? Let's hear it. You all know this. Everyone has heard this meme. I want to see at least one answer. If I don't get an answer, stream's over. Come on, guys. What is this? There we go. And what was the answer? Name the structure. Yeah, so it's just mitochondria. Streamer. There we go. LM Gaming. Good job for you. First person. Okay. Next thing. So this is the update. What is the name for the ending of this? It is a specific one. And it's the plate, but presynaptic membrane. Yeah. Presynaptic membrane. They all make sense once you see them, but the problem is remembering which is which. Looks like a sac. It's a sheep brain. So you've got gyruses and sulcus. So this is a sulcus. Corpus callosum? Where? No, the corpus callosum was corpus callosum is if you're looking at the side of the brain, like the transverse cut, like if you cut it this way, this way. I'll show you when we get to that in a second. So this is the transverse fissure, and then we're gonna get to that in like right now, I think. Yeah, so corpus callosum was like this, but we'll look that up again just to make sure. Yeah, so the corpus callosum is this guy right here. So on this, it's this top bit. So then this, what's the space cavity? So that would be the fourth ventricle again. We've already gone over that. So the ventricles are things that hold fluid, like ventricles in your blood hold fluid. So this is just that holds cerebral spinal fluid. Fourth ventricle, third ventricle. But yeah, fourth ventricle. Our score is going to be really low because it has to be typed exactly how she wants it on the online one. Doesn't matter in person, so we're going to ignore what it at first says and see what it actually says. So this is probably just the thalamus. So it's like thalamus, then hypothalamus behind. So yeah, thalamus. Let's see. Studying because I don't know it all. So this is the corpus callosum. You just said. So then this would be the hypothalamus. Pretty sure. Yeah, I have. So this is the medulla. I guess submit. Okay, 2 unanswered. Okay, well, let's see. So this is 70, but a lot of the incorrect ones are probably right. Like this, it's right. So we'll look at which ones we actually got wrong. Dura matter. So it is 1T on that. Okay, just making sure. Blah, blah, blah. I guess I skipped. Oh, so I wasn't sure on this. So these are the memory bodies. Those ones are hard to tell on this, but on like the sheep brain, it's really obvious. Are you doing homework to stream? Yes, I am, and we're about to do Voidglooms in between. So homework and then Voidglooms. It's not homework; it's a practice quiz. I'm studying. I have a final tomorrow, so none of these matter. It's just practice. So this is the superior colliculus. Really? Oh, it's so hard to tell on the sheep brain. Huh. So there's a superior and an inferior, and there's 2 of them. So I guess yeah, because this is the superior, then this is the inferior, but you can't see the divider in between them. And so when you're actually looking on the actual sheep brain, you pull, I'll get a picture for you guys. So, so you're looking behind, and yeah, this picture. So you're looking behind the sheep brain, and you like push the cerebellum down, which is this, and you can see the 2 hemispheres. And so you've got the superior colliculus and the inferior colliculus. And so like I could identify these because it's the 4. But it looks so different on this, and that's why you have to study them. What's up? So yeah, superior colliculus. Wow, looks so different. Because I learned it originally off of the sheep brain, which is what we were doing, the lab for that. And you can see studying this versus getting in there and like seeing this and being like, oh yeah, okay, that's the superior colliculus, and it's the inferior colliculus. But then, yeah, it makes sense because obviously it's right. But anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what else we got wrong. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Iris. I mean, retina. Duh. You know what the iris is. Vitreous humor. Yeah, that's right, too. I just misspelled it, so it's vitreous. We'll retake this in a little bit, see if our score improves in reality. Obviously, some of these we don't know. So that's correct. Myofibril, muscle fiber, she'll take both of those. It's the exact same thing. Interior gray commissure. Did I misspell commissure? Interior gray commissure. Oh, it's 2 S's, I guess. That still would be counted correct. You're allowed to misspell 1 letter off, but okay. So posterior, white column, misspelled column, 1L. Anyway, just trying to make sure I know it. So neurogeal, okay, so there's an L before. Neurogelial. Okay, neurogelial. Longitudinal fissure. Okay, so that's actually wrong. It's not the median, it's longitudinal, which makes sense because, yeah, duh. So, I mean, the problem is I definitely need like a solid grade on this in person, and they're not going to be exactly this. So if I can't do well on this one, which I can retake a few times. So this is the hypothalamus. So then I got them switched. So then, yeah, corpus callosum with an A. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so this is the thalamus. This is the hypothalamus, which makes sense when you actually flip the brain up. Yeah, well, yeah. It's part of learning for these. Take the quiz again. We'll just get, well, no, we'll switch back to Skyblock. Woo. And I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes. And then we're going to study something else once we do that. So what should we do? What should we do? It's the context. Well, I have finals tomorrow. So in between studying, you can't just keep studying forever. Like, genuinely, I was going to take breaks either way. And I was just like, you know what? Why not? So we're going to try, like, what we left off with. Doing a tier 4 with this gear on. I know I don't have wither goggles. I mean, I have them. I just can't use them yet. Because they actually added Rex a little bit ago. So we're going to see if I can survive using Aurora instead of Final Destination. I haven't tried it yet. I think I probably can, but I guess we'll see. You came for the quiz? Oh, well, the quiz will be right back. Or you can rewind, but the quiz will be there very soon. I mean, 20 minutes is too long. We're going to do 12 minutes. There you go. 12 minutes from now, we will be doing more review. I'm not going to go straight back into the quiz. I'm going to do normal review because that quiz isn't everything. That's just the types of questions. It's probably like 1/10, not 1/10, but like 1/5 of the total questions possible. It just is like, if I can't do well on those, we're going to have problems. So anyway. Also, does anyone have any really good like veteran equipment that I can borrow? If not, that's completely fine. I don't want to buy any because I really like my equipment, but for Slayer, veteran equipment is really nice. I just don't have any. The only thing is I really want to keep my implosion, but if you had like a molten bracelet, cloak, or necklace, or any of those that have good veteran, I would borrow that. More precious than eman should give you profile advice. I mean, I could if you type out your profile stats in the chat. I'm probably not going to check it specifically right now. Okay, so let's see if we can survive with this gear. This would be the part that's hardest to survive, I think. So as long as I end stone all the time. Oh my god, did I not end stone? I did not. Okay, so I can survive that. It was definitely survivable until I forgot to end stone. I definitely clicked, but I did not stop left clicking. If you click at the same time, it doesn't always work on 1.8 because it'll, like that, I'm doing both, but you know, there's no explosion. You have to just do one. So skill issue on my end. Definitely can though. The problem is it's not much of a damage buff. Why no summons? Because I kept losing them, and so I just use this, and it works fine. Just use Endstone, and it genuinely works great. At least for Final Destination. I guess we'll see if it works for this. I have summons to try. I just don't want to lose them. They're just admin souls, but they're a pain to get back, and I'm kind of poor on this profile right now. Like, I have my essence, but I'm not going to sell that until there's actually an update with it. Kind of want prices to go down, but maybe I'll sell a little bit so prices go down. But anyway. What tier? Tier 4. Oh, the summons? Or I think they're M1 admin souls. They're good. I mean, definitely good enough for tanking. It's hard to summon much above that. Oh, my face is so small now. I guess it doesn't matter. You get the small face cam. Finally, we got a mini boss. It's so slow and you don't get any minis. Let's kill this guy's boss for him. Boop. I love when people are like, please don't hit my bosses. Like, they're that into it. It's like, no, it needs to be just me. You're gonna mess me up. Especially when you have like actually good gear and you are just genuinely helping. Okay, so let's see. I have to not skill issue and actually use an endstone again. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Problem is, can I actually phase skip with this? Because if I can't, there's no point at all to doing it. That is still a lot of damage, to be completely honest. Even with endstone. Oh, wait. Wrong thing. Yeah, that's still a lot of damage for me. Like, I can do it, but I'm not getting much extra damage. It's just a little riskier. I don't know. I'm going to stick with Final Destination until I have Wither Goggles. Warp Goggles. Just because the damage difference isn't enough to justify it. I could try... We'll try Goggle Swap just for fun. But I also don't think that that's going to be enough. Because Goggle Swap, you can see I do 4.4 with the swap, right? So like hit something, swap, 4.4. So that's a decent buff. I think that I can skip. Boss times they're usually like 70 seconds or so. If I'm not trying new setups, which I am right now. If I just use full Final Destination, Endstone when I'm doing it, I don't die, and they're like 70 seconds. Not super fast, but I can't phase skip. So that's what I'm trying right now, see if I can possibly phase skip without Wither Goggles. I know it's possible with, don't know if it's possible without. I think this is probably my best bet, would be Goggle Swap. Because again, I'm using Shadow Goggles because I don't have Cat at 28 for now. But I don't have time to get Cat at 28 during finals. Okay, so this is what I usually do for hit phase, and it works great. You're not gonna die ever. But then the problem is, can I phase skip with this? Maybe. Not right then, but maybe. I think it's possible. It should be. The question is, can I do it, or will I skill issue? No, not quite. I don't know, it's not quite giving me enough of a buff to be worth it. Because if you can't skip, there's no point in doing the extra damage. So like, I might as well just never die and not worry about it. I mean, I have nearly maxed gear for RCM, so I consider myself a later game player for RCM specifically. I'm not a late game player overall. I am level 137. Not anything hiding about that, but specifically for RCM, I've got almost everything maxed here. I've got combat 58 plus enchanting 60. And then very, very good Aurora plus Hyperion plus Final Destination that damage-wise is maxed. So like, I'm pretty, besides Wither Goggles, which I'm not using Final Destination, my damage is about maxed. The problem is without phase skipping, you can't get any quicker, and without Wither Goggles, I can't skip. Like on my own. It's just not quite there. It's so close, but not. But like, if you just compare my damage to a later game player, like, it's pretty solid, especially if we're using, even with just Shadow Goggles. I mean, I'm still doing 3.6 mil a hit, which is pretty solid. I'd say I'm definitely a later game player for this. Not Endgame, but pretty freaking close. Because RCM is almost completely just pay to win. And I can pay. So, yeah. So like, we'll just do a normal boss for me. I'm not a Enderman Slayer pro, but we'll just try a normal boss, like what I would do if I wasn't trying to mess around. Which again, isn't insane, but... Why, are you thinking that I'm definitely not a late game player for this? Because like, there really isn't anything I can improve besides Cat at 28. That's literally the only upgrade that would increase my damage. Because then I could use Aurora. But yeah. Lag. Come on. So like I could use summons for this, but it's just not quite needed. So I don't know how long this is gonna take. I don't have a timer up, but they're definitely not bad bosses. Like I'm not super slow. I'm just not able to phase skip, which is why they're not fast. Yeah. I mean, I can use my admin souls, I guess. Just don't like losing them. And this is kind of fun, meleeing it. It's, yeah, I probably would save 10 seconds overall. But if you phase skip, you don't even need to worry about hit phase. I don't know, that was probably like 60 seconds, but Terminator during hit phase. I guess I can. I did just get eman 7, so I can get a Terminator, but the only reason I was doing this is before I could get a Terminator. I guess I can get a term now, and then just explosive arrows and stuff. It's actually not much faster than melee though. Like a guy was using term when I had like 4 people and we were all doing intermittent at the exact same time. So we had like 4 bosses and we'd all phase skip at the exact same time. And it really wasn't any better. Not very many. That's why I use Endstone, because it's all under, well, this is right at 25k. This is under 25k. This is at 28. So it's not like super good. Ender Relic. I did just buy that because I just hit Enderman Slayer 7. So I did just get the Relic and I did just get the Supercell. Here, we'll try it. Why not? We'll see how my summons do. I haven't used summons in a bit, but I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm going to melee with them, but... Alright. Zender already needed for tier 4? I used it. I doubt it's needed. Oh, we have 30 seconds. I'm going to stop the timer just because I don't want to hear that beeping, but do homework right after this. So, plasma. Okay. Oh yeah, I actually need mana to spawn them. Kind of forgot about that, like a little bit. Because I used to just spawn them before each time. Yeah, they are expensive, aren't they? That's like kind of really dumb of me. Not gonna lie. Okay, maybe we'll spawn them and we will use something else then that costs less. Because like meleeing it, it's not the fastest, but it's definitely slower than summons, but it's not that bad. He's up above, that's funny. Because you do get all the ferocity. Because I can't turn them off on vanilla. Oh, I almost got it down. 8.7. Sucks. If I had my fire veil on, I probably would have. Oh. I know, vanilla. It sucks. I kind of like it. I like seeing how the game's actually, you know, designed to be a little bit. Yeah, so these actually take mana to spawn, don't they? No, I would use no mods. Ha ha ha. Rebel. It's like I get good FPS while I do this because I have 3 accounts open right now. So I'll show you guys Celeste again because it's fun. Where is it? Celeste wand. Problem is now my G-Drag has like no money in it. Where the heck is it? Blind. Blind as a bat. Okay. Oh, they're actually like doing damage to it. Okay, someone Endgame is macroing it right now. You can see the bones. And I'm not even using the Celeste wand. Skill issue. Trying to use my Wand of Atonement. I was gonna drag click with it. Because on Endstone, it's actually not bad. It's not as good as Bone Macro, obviously, but it's about as good as Ferocity, not gonna lie. Obviously, I'd still be doing more damage if I just Fire Veiled Hyperion with it, but, you know, whatever. Win some, you lose some. Yeah, I was healing it. Big skill issue. Alright, time to study more. But I'm actually going to grab something to eat, I think, and then study. So, because, you know, I've got my alt AFK right there. What am I doing? I did want to check something first. Oh yeah, it was Spider. Look at how much Spider Essence and like Spider and Dragon, because of the changes. Ice is up a little bit, but how these actually count for Skyblock levels now, up to 2,700. It's kind of crazy. I'm sorry, good sir. I will not be supporting right now. Just because I am poor. I've been stealing money from my G-Drag. You can't do that. You can't steal money from your own G-Drag, but I have been. Look at that. 780. Yikes. Disgusting. I mean, I could sell stuff. And I have... lest we forget the investing account, which has a lot of money. But they're separate, so... Is he going to switch over? You can switch over. OBS. There you go. Okay. Took it a little while. Stop buying these, you bastards. Bastards! Because now look. Now it's a 9 mil. Someone's going to buy it out on accident. Okay. I was going to reset some of these orders. Only 34 filled. That is robbery. Oh, it's up to 70K? That's kind of expensive. That's kind of like insta-sell an inventory or 2 or 3 or 4 until the price goes down kind of prices. I know Swaby doesn't like me. He's weird. I had a long conversation with him, and at the end, he was just like, all right, I don't like you anyway, but okay, I guess you're not scamming. Because he is, I've realized he really likes to think he's like the star of Skyblock. Like him and Refraction are the only main YouTubers. Like there's other people like Dio that are relevant, but it's only him and Refraction. And so like when I was talking to him about it, you know how I used his name, like, oh, taking down Swavy for #1 net worth or something. He thought that I was like trying to use his name to get views. Like it was because of his name that I was gonna get views on my video, which is funny because it did way worse than any of my normal videos. And then it's like, dude, you have always been connected with #1 net worth. I am obviously going to use your name when I'm going for #1 net worth because I have to pass you to be #1. Anyway, I mean, I changed it after that because, and he was like, oh, you should have done this and this. I was like, dude, you have DMs off, you have all this stuff off. Why would I have contacted you first to figure out if I can use your name? And looking back on it, a completely normal title. But anyway, and then Huteo, Buckos, or Huteo, he told me, yeah, don't use their names without their permission, and then immediately used them. And he was like, oh, but I got their permission first. And I was like, no, you did not. And he was like, well, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm like, come on, man. Like, he's my friend too, but seriously, little hypocritical. Anyway, we're doing homework. So, what's up, man? Let's do some studying. I'm actually going to get something to drink. A little snack. Stock of stonks. It's a really bad investment because it's probably never going to have a use. And then it keeps getting duped. Like, if it wasn't getting duped, I'd say it's fine and it's kind of fun. But every time it goes up, it doesn't have a UUID. So when the price gets too high on any item in the Bazaar, it gets duped. But this one, it's especially bad because none ever get used. So it's just like, the more money gets dumped into it, the more it gets duped, and then it's harder for it to ever go up, especially because there's no use. I don't know. It's like pet skins if pet skins got duped on a large scale. Because people like being able to insta-sell on the Bazaar, and you can do that. So, anyway, I'm going to log out on Ravi. I don't know. Should I switch this over? This one? Yeah, okay. So, take this again. Hopefully it's not the exact same. Looks like it is the exact same. So we're just going to submit this with a 0 actually and get a 0. And I'm going to go through these one by one for now. Just look through them. And then we might do flash or like fill in the blank. Maybe not. There's so many terms that would take forever. So 24 people. It's crazy. It picked up when I was studying both times, but then goes down when I'm actually doing like Skyblock. So anyway, I'm going to grab something to drink and then a snack. And then like 2 minutes, I'm going to go over this. Which means I'm going to turn off my... Oh. When did I turn off my camera? Okay, well, I was going to turn that off, but it's already off. Oh, I guess I was going to turn off my game capture now that I have this on. But anyway. I'll share the link for this too. I don't know if you guys can actually use it, but if you want to study, there's the study mate. Tell me if you can actually use it or not. It might be limited to just people at my college. Let's see. Someone see if that can actually open or not. Okay, well, either way, I'm going to grab something. You can figure that out on your own, if it works or not. It may be time for cooking with Cameron. Make some ramen. Let us study. Got 16 people here still. 16 loyal viewers. Epic. All right. So, first off, quick question, but this is the best ramen. You guys should all buy it. The Budok one, which is the cheese, it's actually pretty good. But instead, this one is the one I prefer. But that's what I'm going to be making. Plus, I'm going to add some stuff to it, but that's the base. Alrighty, let's go over some freaking schwan cells and everything. Yes! Okay, there's like a billion questions, so which one do I think I know the least of? Skimming. Probably the brain structures. The bottom of this I actually don't know very well, so we'll do this first. Yeah, so vertebral foramen, intervertebral foramen, transverse foramen. Those are the ones that I was thinking of earlier. Yeah, the Chopaghetti is so good. It's so good. So axon terminal, neuromuscular junction, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm just going to go over these very quickly because I actually don't know these, and I think they're going to be on it. Neurogeal cell, neuron, yeah. The cellular process. That's because, so quick pointer, when you're looking under a slide, if you look at a nice structure, like say up at the top here, you can see we have our neuron, we have the like where it transmits the signal. This is the dendrite, or the axon, I mean. These are the dendrites where information's coming in, and then this is the information going out. Problem is, when you look at it under the microscope, you can't tell which one's coming in and which ones are coming in, which ones are going out, blah, blah, blah. So they just call them all cellular processes, because they're all a process. And a process means something sticking out, kind of. So in biology, there's a ton of just terms that mean certain things. A process means something pointing out. So like your process on, say, your mandible is the thing that sticks up and attaches. So your mandible is this, and it's the pointy up part. So I'm pretending like I know a lot, but if I saw that on the exam, I probably wouldn't have actually remembered that it's the process. Anyway, dark lines inside. So those are the neural fibers, right? Yeah, neural fibers. The nucleus is the lighter colored part with the nucleoli in the middle. The Nissl bodies are the darks. You can't see anything on that. That's such a lie. You're just here for the studying. Thank you, Andrew. I'm glad you're here for the studying. So the soma is just the body. The endoneurium is the outside of the neurons. What is this? Endoneurium. What is this a picture of? Oh, so this is probably a cut of the spinal cord, actually, or just of a nerve fiber. So the axon's the middle part. Okay, so these are, a bundle of nerves. These parts right here would be the myelin sheath, which surrounds nerves. And then this is the actual axon, which is like the part that transmits information in the middle, which is the darker part in the middle of them. The myelin sheath right there, it's the lighter colored part that surrounds it. And so if you're older and you get MS, that's when your myelin sheaths start to break down, and then the signals transmit worse, and you have problems because of that. I don't know all the symptoms of it. We haven't learned that. But that's basically your myelin sheaths break down. Perineurium is, I guess, so you have the myelin sheath, and then perineurium surrounds each bundle of nerve fibers, and the epineurium. Okay, so perineurium is on the inside around each nerve fiber. The epineurium surrounds the entire tissue. The fascicle is each bundle. So like this is a bundle, this is a bundle. I also have water boiling because I am making the ramen, but yeah. Okay, so that's that. I think those are the ones I mostly don't know. Try and find things here. Let's go over the brain really quickly. So, because I don't know these at all. It's olfactory, optic. Let's see if there's a little way to remember cranial nerves, mnemonic. Let's see if they have a mnemonic. Okay, so on old Olympus's towering top, a Finn in German viewed some hops. Oh, 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 to touch and feel, very good velvet, such heaven. Okay, so, interesting. So, names, I think, and then sensory motor are both. So, the words in the mnemonic start with S for sensory, M for motor, B for both. Okay. The word order mirrors the numerical order of nerves 1 through 12. So same. Okay, so what actually is the mnemonic? It's just this. Because it's olfactory, optic. What is this one? So olfactory nervous, number 1. Then it's optic, number 2. And then let's see, what's the next one? Oculomotor. Okay, so let's bring this over. So we have olfactory, optic, oculomotor. Then it's trigeminal, trochlear, right? Oh no, it's trochlear, trigeminal. Dang it. Okay, yeah, so trochlear, trigeminal. And then after that, let's see, what is it? Abducens, facial, vestibulocular, cochlear, or vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, hypoglossal, vagus, accessory. So we have a whole 14 people here. This is an exciting stream. On old Olympus's towering top, a Finn in German viewed some hops. It's an interesting mnemonic, to be honest. But yeah, so olfactory, optic. So on old Olympus's towering top. So olfactory, optic, oculomotor, and then trochlear. My water is boiling. Trochlear, trigeminal, abducens, a Finn in German viewed some hops. So abducens, facial, vestibulocochlear, then glossopharyngeal, hypoglossal, vagus, cranial. Vagus. And then it's weird that it says some hops because I guess hypoglossal's the order. I'm trying to learn the order of them actually on the brain and not just the which is 1 through 12. I should do that, but right now I'm just trying to remember this part of it. So I'm going to add my ramen really quickly. But see if you guys can remember it or memorize that faster than I can. Probably. I have bad memory for this kind of thing. Time to make some ramen, some spaghetti, some good stuff. This is an exciting stream for sure. Probably can see me in the reflection. I don't know how good the camera is that I bought, but you might be able to see me in the window reflection. Maybe not though. Okay. Turn the temperature down a bit. So what I'm gonna do to make it good is I'm gonna have sriracha, a little bit of peanut butter, which is weird, but instead of adding just like peanut bits, you can just add like a tiny bit of peanut butter and it gives it a little bit of peanut flavor. It's actually really good. Sriracha, a little soy obviously, and then I have like a seasoning sauce as well. So it'll be top quality ramen. All right, so pretending that I have this labeled, once we retake this, actually there is the unlabeled one in this. Aha, perfect. So on old Olympus's towering top, a Finn in German viewed some hops. So this isn't quite in order, but I'll try and make my own. But basically, olfactory, optic, and then we have oculomotor, which is right here. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, and then we have trigeminal, or trochlear, trigeminal. Trigeminal is the big one here. And then I remember some of these, so I'm going to go over the ones that I already remember. So this is vagus, this is hypoglossal, this is glossopharyngeal, this one's facial accessory, and then we have these three, which I don't have memorized, because this is trigeminal. So those ones it's abducens, facial, and then vestibulocochlear. So abducens, which makes sense, facial, vestibulocochlear. Okay. Gordon Ramsay stream. Yes, it is. Woo. Okay. Let's go over to this one. So what all do I not know on this, which is actually a lot. Let's try the fill in the blank for this one then, because there's a lot of structures on this that I do not know. This is the pituitary gland, by the way. Pituitary gland. It sits right on the bottom of your brain. It's like a little nub, and it like, going back to eman, I will once I study for a bit. Pituitary gland, cool, I spelled it right. So the deep groove at the tip of the arrow. So this is still the transverse fissure, pretty sure. Yep. So now we're going through these. So these we're learning. Midnight. Woohoo. Oh, I have laundry too. So now that we just went over these, we actually know this. So this is trigeminal, the big one. So this is the trochlear. Trochlear nerve. Okay, that's right. That's right. It's right. See? It's helpful. So now the general area of the brain. So this would be the midbrain. Pretty sure. Yeah. So the midbrain. Cool. We're learning stuff. General area of the brain is the exact same thing. Pretty sure. Right? Okay, so is this the hindbrain instead of the forebrain? What would this be then? Oh, it's the diencephalon. Okay. So yeah, so midbrain, and then hindbrain is just this whole area, and then diencephalon is this front area, which includes like the thalamus, the hypothalamus, and then like some other thing. So diencephalon. My ramen's probably about done. So this is another lobe, which we don't really have as humans, but animals have it. Like it looks more like a lobe on animals than on us. Yeah, I'm in MST, Mountain Time Zone, Arizona. So I actually don't remember the answer for it, but it's the piriform lobe. Because on humans, we have the piriform plate, which is there, which sits right below it. But piriform lobe. But it doesn't look like that on the human brain. The deep groove, oh, there's not even a picture for this. It separates the two hemispheres. So this is the longitudinal fissure. But I misspelled it because it's a U. But I knew that. Lobe. So the very back, occipital. Lobe. Same thing. Has to be exactly right for this. I went to U of A for 2 years and did finance. My ramen's done, by the way, so I'm going to take care of that. And then now I'm doing community while I start my first, I get my RN, and then I'm going to get my BSN at ASU. All right. Chef Renzi time. Yeah. So, my students, first you drain most of the water. For this one, it's not a broth ramen. It's more like a dry noodle, at least the way I do it. Usually ramen has the broth, but this one is better without, in my opinion. So you add all the stuff, have a little bit of water just to help it mix, and then, I guess I still have my camera on, but that can see anything. And then I'm going to add a tiny bit of peanut butter, some sriracha, some soy, and then some of the soy seasoning I have. And then a little bit of sesame. And I don't know if I'm going to, probably not the rice vinegar right now. I don't need that. A ton of stuff. Top quality ramen. It seems excessive, but then you try it and it's like, wow, this is actually really good. And the thing is yeah, it's like $1 a packet, but it's still $1 for a meal, so it's worth it. All right, Andrew, you specifically, you better been studying this whole time, because when we go through these next ones, I hope you get them right on your own while I go through them. So you seem the most intent about the stream, the studying stream. I also obviously cannot see chat right now, but yeah. All right. let's study. Let's go through this. All right. See how many people we've got. 15 people still? Don't put so much pressure on you. Oh, you've got to know it. Andrew R. Wait. You're not that Andrew, are you? Hold on. You're not the Andrew I know. Right. Andrew, do I know you? Okay, probably. Alrighty. So this is out of 40. Okay, so this is the cerebellum. So you have the cerebrum and the cerebellum. Which is just like the little thing on the back. Short term, 50 mil. Don't invest if you only have 50 mil and you want short term. Okay, so I don't remember what this part is. I do need to know that. But this is the optic nerve. That's why it's so obvious, because if you see it, you can be like, oh yeah, optic. Up here, these two things are the olfactory bulbs, and the nerves are right on the end. So those are easy too, because they go right into your nose. And these goes into your eyes, and they cross over at the something. The optic chiasm. Or chiasma. Okay. Totally knew that. Too many things open. Okay. Don't need this either. But yeah, optic nerve, because it wants the whole name, I remember. Summoning ring for eman? Yeah, that works. Hop in VC. Hop in VC. All right, everyone hop in my Discord, I guess. If you want to be in a voice chat. I'll link it if you guys aren't already in it. But I am trying to study, so if it's too distracting, I will leave. Invite people. Okay, it doesn't need to be long. The link. There you guys go. We are in public one. Anyone can join this, right? Or no? What is the recs for this? No, I think anyone can join. Okay. Yeah, well, we have a ton of people in here now. By a ton, I mean 3, but that works. All right. Nerves. Okay, so what are we on this? Gray structure. Oh, this is a weird cut of the entire brain. Looks really weird from here. So, pretty sure this is the one that goes all the way around your brain, and it's not your thalamus, not your hypothalamus, but your, let me see, your hippocampus, yeah. And it goes all the way around your hypothalamus and your thalamus. I'm just gonna write it anyway. I'm a med student in nursing. So down here, we already went over it. So this was the something body. What was it? It was the mammillary body. I misspelled that, but we're gonna say that that's right. 1L. Or just, yeah, okay. Mammillary body. So this is the one that you can tell on here. The overall structure, 4 parts. It's the, where it's got the superior and the inferior colliculi. So, colliculi. Corpa, oh, so they're the superior and inferior colliculi, which is the corpa quadrumina. That's a weird name. I did not remember that at all. Are people joining? What should you do to get money? I would spend it on talisman and then play the game normally if you shouldn't invest, because that's too low to really be investing to make money. Probably should have grabbed a napkin. Here's the ramen. Beautiful. Probably gonna turn my camera off while I eat, just cause, yeah, I don't know. You don't need to see that. No reason. So, structure at the tip of the arrow here. We have the pawns. Woo. Why'd you guys want to join the VC, by the way? We got no chat. You guys can talk if you want. I mean, I don't mind. So, I went over this before and it was wrong. So, from these two, there's the thalamus and the hypothalamus. I had them backwards. So, this is the hypothalamus below, and this is the thalamus. So, this would be the hypothalamus. Cool. If I got that wrong again, I would have been so embarrassed. So the structure at the tip, so if it's not the nerve and it's the structure, it's probably just the olfactory bulb. Cool. The white structure at the top here. So this is the one the guy said earlier, which was the corpus callosum. And then this one is something else that I forgot. And then this one is another thing that I forgot. Glad it wasn't asking those. Maroon, brown, stingy. So this one, I do not remember, but it's definitely gonna be on it. It's the choroid plexus. It's definitely gonna be on my practical model. So I do need to know that. Auction flip, invest in talisman and grind normally, whatever. So this is the same thing that we did earlier. So it was the corpora quadremina was the whole structure, but now it's asking for just the top one, which is the superior colliculi, which I hope I spelled that wrong. Nope, it's 2 L's. Great. Oh, wait, it's not? Colliculus. Superior colliculus. Because I guess both of them are the colliculi, and one of them's the colliculus. I think that's a trick question. It should be both. Okay. More nerve questions. So, remembering this, we've got the olfactory, optic, which is kind of cut off here. Down here would have been the, okay, so. Oh, that is so hard to tell from this drawing. Pretty sure that that's just, it's not just the optic, right? Because that's way further back. It looks weird from here though. Which one is it? This one. Because this is optic. So then I guess it's just the next one, which is just either ocular motor or trochlear or trigeminal. Trigeminal are the big ones that are to the side. But in the middle here? See, this is a weird drawing. I mean, it's not weird, but it just... That's why you got to look at all the different pictures, I guess. So I guess it's just the oculomotor, because it's just right there. But it seems off. That's what the answer is. So it is the oculomotor. Yeah, so this is a lot bigger than on the other drawing, which is why I guess you look at both of them. And like even the other pictures in this same thing. Also, this was the piriform lobe, now that I'm remembering it. So yeah, olfactory, optic, and then just the next one is oculomotor, which means that then this is trigeminal, and then this, trochlear, and then this is trigeminal, the two side big ones here. And then when we move back further, it's really, really hard to tell what's what on this. But this very back one would be the facial. This back one would be vagus, and then hypoglossal, glossal pharyngeal. Yeah, glossal pharyngeal. And then I was wrong. This wouldn't be facial. It's accessory. So cranial accessory. So just accessory. Okay, next question. The ridge, so these are the sulcuses, and then this is the gyrus. So this is just the gyrus. The sulcus is like a depression. Okay, nerves again, but on an easier model. So olfactory, optic. Optic nerve, yeah, same thing. Outer layer of gray matter. It's not just gray matter. What is the answer? Oh, it's just the cerebral cortex. Okay, so this I did not remember, but I should have known that. Got 10 viewers now. It is dropping down. It is also a midnight, so I'm not surprised. All right. Groove. If it's a deep groove, it is called a fissure. Like, a fissure in the ground. Oh, it's up to 12 now. So this is longitudinal because it's long ways. So this is the longitudinal fissure. Typing with one hand because I'm eating. We're going to get this, boys. We're going to be up all night. I have to do good on this practical. All right. So based on the other question, now we are a little more based. So olfactory, optic, way down here, that's a little one that you can't really see, trochlear, then trigeminal. Then this first one is, let's see if I remember, because oculomotor was up here, right there. So this first one was, not sure, abducens. Okay. I just don't want to get them wrong. That's why, I don't want to learn it wrong. So abducens, and then we have facial, and then vestibulocochlear. These just don't stick at first for me at all. So just want to remember this at least. Abducens. The two in the very middle here are abducens. Then facial, then vestibulocochlear. So abducen, facial, vestibulocochlear. Because then I'm going to remember that this one on top is hypoglossal. This front one is glossopharyngeal, and then this back one is vagus, and then this is accessory. So yeah, facial, abducens, vestibulocochlear. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I think I'm kind of there. It doesn't click and then it clicks because it's a lot of things. So getting back to the answer, abducens, nerve, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Lobe. All right, you guys should know this. Back of the brain. Whatever. People are here just to... See, this one... Oh, it does actually want the whole thing. I was going to say it probably just wants occipital instead of occipital lobe. Okay. Structure, the tip of the arrow. Pretty sure that this is actually the thalamus, right? The hypothalamus is below, so I think this is just the thalamus. Unless that's still part of the hypothalamus. So it is the hypothalamus. Dang it. Okay, that makes sense looking at it then at least. So bottom here is hypothalamus, and then thalamus is somewhere a little above it. Yeah, college. I mean, it's no different than a high school class. You just actually get college credit for it. So. I knew this one, but I hadn't seen it since we started studying tonight, so was doubting myself. I also have a video that I need to go over, a full video recording of the brain. Let me update that, or upload that to Google, so then I can show you guys the video. 6 minutes, 30 seconds, though. Hopefully that doesn't fill up my entire phone storage. Probably will. It's fine. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'm going to sign into my school account, upload it onto my school school Google Photos. That way it doesn't fill up any storage. I think school accounts actually get infinite storage too, so that's nice. I'm just going to upload the brain one, and then we'll be able to look at that in a second. It's like a full walkthrough of the actual brain that we did in person. So that'll be nice. So space. This is the third ventricle, pretty sure. It's all at once. Not at all. Lateral ventricle, really? So this is the fourth. I guess this front part then is the third, and then this is the lateral. See, that I would not have remembered at all. Also, I gotta go switch my laundry, but structure at the tip of the arrow. So this is the mammary body down here. This is still, I think, just the, this is the pineal gland up here, that little thing. And then this one is the other gland. Oh, wait, what? That's the optic chiasma. Wow, that is so hard to tell from the side. Okay, I guess. Huh. It's really hard to tell on these without seeing them in person. But yeah, that's the chiasma. So that's where your optic nerves cross over. Lobe, just temporal. Or parietal, I mean, because temporal is here. Frontal, occipital, temporal, parietal. Yeah. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to upload. This is why I'm not really paying attention. Okay, I'm going to turn off my screen for a second, just because I'm not sure what it'll sign into when I go to Google Photos at first. I want it to go to my school account. I don't have anything on here, but I don't want you guys to know who everyone I am in contact with in real life is. All right, yesterday. Video will be ready soon. What do you mean the video is still processing? Google, I expect it to be ready instantly when I upload it. Come on, come on. All right, we'll upload it to to YouTube then. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just upload it to YouTube. We'll make it unlisted. Next, unlisted. I feel like it'll upload faster. Brain. I'll call it just brain. No, it's not made for kids. Cool. All right. I'll turn my screen back on. Okay. Yep. So, did it upload already? Hold on. I feel like I didn't do anything and it just went away on my phone. Sorry, I'm just seeing if it's actually uploaded. Because I do not see it on my account. Videos. Ah, it is uploading. Cool. So it's processing right now. We'll see that in a second. Let me pull up the chat again on my phone so I can actually see that. We got a whole 19 people here right now. Dang. Why do we have 19 people studying at 12:30? Alrighty. Okay, so nerves again. Nerve at the top of the arrow. So olfactory, optic, and then the next one is oculomotor, these big ones in the middle here, which don't even look like a nerve. And then we've got the trochlear and then trigeminal. So this is trochlear. Trochlear, nerve, same thing. I do that every time. But yes, we know that at least. So now it's another view of the same thing, but it's so hard to tell from here. Okay, pretending that I know exactly where we are. This is optic. I think that's the mammary body, so I think this is the oculomotor. It's so hard to tell from the side. Okay, so if it's not it, and it's not olfactory or optic, I think it's just 1C. Yes, okay, so that's right at least. Cool. See, the problem with this, like you realize, is it's not, the problem isn't even really learning it, it's knowing it from every view with different subjects. Like this is human brain, and then we'll skip over to sheep brain, and then we'll skip over to, a side view versus a frontal view versus a middle view. And that's why it gets difficult. So pons, medulla. So this is just medulla oblongata. Spelling difficult. General name for a groove. It's generally called a sulcus. This one, so this space is the fourth ventricle. This is the third, which is where the thalamus is, I guess, and the hypothalamus is down here. And then this is the lateral ventricle, which I don't remember what the name for this thing behind it is, but yes. So, fourth ventricle. Spelling, jeez. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is such a bad picture. Pretty sure this is still occipital. It's still pretty much the back. Really glad this isn't. Really, it's not still. This is the temporal. Really. What view am I looking at? Because that's the cerebellum. That's the occipital. So I guess it's the temporal. Wow, it doesn't look like it from here. Horrible picture. I'm glad that's not going to be on our practical. Okay. So this is the thing that attaches, I think it's just the memory. Nope. Infundibulum. It attaches your gland to the brain. Not your pineal, but your other one. Brain diagram. Images. It's going to be the very bottom one right here. Looks like pituitary. And the infundibulum's right above it. I don't know, man. Teaching a lot of stuff. It's my favorite class and least favorite because it's the one I might not do well in because I didn't do the homework. But I actually am learning a lot in it, so it's like fun. So infundibulum is the thing right below the pituitary gland. Infundibulum. Fun name. It's got fun in it. Name the structure. So I think this is still just really hard to tell from here, but again, I'm pretty sure this is just the pituitary gland. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was the pituitary gland or if it was the dura mater around the brain. So this is the dura mater. This middle one, though, I guess she wants the specific name for the structure in the middle of your brain, which is the falx cerebri. But it's made of dura mater. But the specific, yeah, the structure, I guess, and not the layer wording. But yeah, the falx cerebri is the structure which divides your two lobes longitudinally, and it provides. I mean, it makes it so your brain doesn't twist. That's what I remember. All right, where are we again? The passageway. So this is the one we just did a second ago. And it was the cerebral aqueduct, which goes from the fourth to the third ventricle. We're getting there. This one is the cingulate gyrus. Woo. Oh my gosh. Oh, 87 items. I was looking at this, but so we're only halfway done with this. Dang. All right. I'm going to go switch my laundry. Have fun, guys. I will post. Actually, let me turn on my screen for a second. Let's see if either of the videos have loaded. Either the one that I uploaded to Google Photos or the one I put on YouTube. YouTube's probably loaded. Oh, the one on Google Photos is too. I'll post the video, the YouTube link one, in chat so you guys can review it if you want. I mean, I don't know. I feel like some people probably enjoy just looking over it, especially because you don't actually have to know it. You just get to. I think that's pretty fun. Like learning someone else's material because, you know, you learn what you learn and whatever you don't, whatever. All right. There is the long video, missing information, blah, blah, blah. But yes. You can review that if you want. That's on the sheet brain. I need to go over that once I do switch my laundry and stuff because it is 20% of the stuff tomorrow and I haven't gone over it once. I mean, we've been going over this, which is, this is a picture of the sheep brain, but same. I want to watch the video. Also, since there's 15 people here, if I don't see 15 views on that video, you're all getting Fs in this class. That's right. You're all getting graded. You didn't know it, but now you are. There's going to be one dude just refreshing it 15 times for everyone else, the MVP. That's some bull crap. It aired out, so my laundry didn't even start. Sometimes it airs out. All right, we have a real question. Okay, well, we're studying for bio, but we have a question here for you guys. I live in Arizona. There are scorpions everywhere. Should we go find a scorpion? I want a quick break. So, should I go bring a scorpion in? Or should I stop the stream and then start streaming on my phone and we can go look for some? Because I've got a black light and they glow super well in the dark. I think that would be kind of cool. But I don't really want to bring one in because I don't pick them up very often. Yes? So, all right. I will do that in the stream and then start streaming on my phone. There will be a quick break for you guys that are here. I don't know who all is watching it right now, but let's do that. Peace. I will restart it again on my computer once we either find one or I get cold because it's not super bright, but or cold out. But anyway, whatever.